Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another stream. Today we are going to be continuing on our work with our steam train model. Today we are going to be putting on, well, most of the work's going to be putting on the textures and such what. So let's get right into that. And I'll pull my wings in. There we go. Now, one of the things I do want to do first is this feels a little bit odd. I want to actually narrow this edge out here so that it is in line with the boiler. So let's go in here. And I'm going to click on that surface. I think I'm just going to push it inwards. Cool. I wonder if we go click there, where, and there, and if I pick on extrude, can I extrude inwards? Oh, I get it. Okay. So if we go no, that one, that one. Now, if we click on extrude, perfect. We need to extrude it just a touch more. There. We've got weirdness on the other side. That's to be expected. Right. Oh, and Z fighting as well. I click from there. Oh, it did not get rid of the one that I wanted. Or did it? That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's... I wonder if we just select you. If we select here, that there. Hi, Bread Connoisseur. How are you going? Well, it's a little weird, but we can work with that. Right. Edges. Good, thanks for that. Excellent. Just fixing up this weirdness we have here. with the top of that. So select that one and that one. We add a face between them. It's cleared off. Yes, we are making a train today. Well, the model of one at least. That's clearing out the random thingy. So now, hopefully, if we go click on this surface, so far 7 breads out of 10. That's high praise from you, giving how much you are a connoisseur of the breads. So let's extrude you inwards there, and then we've got that weird overhang. Can I fix that weird overhang? X faces, X faces, X faces. Oh, we've lost the insides again, but that's easy enough to fix. So click on that line and this line over here and join them together. Okay. That fixes that bit up. Now, let's start working on giving it a colourful outline. I'm going to go for a green and gold livery, basically because that's what a lot of the trains around where I live are painted, at least the steam trains. So it's sort of a traditional colour. So we'll go into shading. We'll start. Oh, so go into object mode, select you. Now go into shading. Why is that saying world? There's object there. Okay. New shader. So it's going to go for the principal PSD. So I'm going to go green. There we go. All right. Hold on. I'm going to get myself, let's get myself steam train images. There we go. I'm just going to move over here. You can see all the pictures that I'm looking for reference. So I'm going for that style of green colouring and everything. There. At the moment, it doesn't look like that. Well, while I'm at it, I'm going to switch it to cycles using my GPU. Next thing, we want to have it a bit of a sheen. It already has. So to improve that, we decrease the roughness. We'll go 2.5. And typically, you would have your train polished. So let's give it a bit of a clear coat as well. So that gives it a layer of polish over the top. There. Yep, nice shiny train. The next step of what I'm going to do, so we've got this sort of gold trim here. So I'm going to create a new node. Follow ramp. First step, grab you there. Grab that there. All right. We'll set you to constant. We will change that to sort of an orangey gold color. And we'll go add, I think it's geometry is what I want. Yep, position. Separate X, Y, Z. We go like that. It's not quite what I wanted. So I wanted sort of like these sort of have speed lines on it. That's more what I wanted. Well, this one's a nice one. Oh, it's got the black front. I actually do want to have sort of like the back front there, so we will. Oh, it's a steam train. It's not any particular steam train. It's just going to look sort of generically steam train-ish. Ah. What confuses me is why if we go, why don't we, okay, so why we see the length and Z goes like that. So if we want stripes along the middle, what we can do is add a couple of these and set this one to be like that. Set that one to be like that. Now we've got a stripe we can put anywhere we want. So how about like that? Oops. Where is this one? Can narrow that down so it looks more like a trim. Here we go. That's about the right size, and we'll add 2 more. Or we'll add 1 more stripe. Yeah. Bring you up. There we go. Now we want the front to be coloured differently, because that's where the smoke box will be. So let's do that. We can use that mix shader. Search for that. Mix shader. Right. We're going to use a color ramp over here. Search for color ramp. Switch to constant. Y, an inch there. That's perfect. So we can just slide this up. Guessing we're making it, I think it's going to be pretty colourful. I know why that's happening, so here. Math. Add a value. There we go. Okay, let's create another search. Principled SDF. Right. So this base color, we want it to be a nice darkish grey, almost black. Let's up the roughness a little bit. Where is roughness? Here it is. So that'll make it a bit more, a little less glossy. But we're still going to have a clear coat on it. Maybe a bit too much clear coat. Yeah. Yeah. It has a snoot. It has a it has, oh, that's very it has a rather I was going to about not silty. I've forgotten the word. It has a sort of dirty, sooty, that's the word. It has a sooty snoot. There we go. Right. But I think well, that goes well for the first level. What we'll also do is go into Polaroid texture. Those words next to each other, yeah, they do. And what's... not Fresnel. And a noise texture. I'm going to give it some bumps and a little bit of chaos. There we go. Search. Bump. So it goes into U. And down over here. Goes into the height. And that's way too much and way too everywhere. So I'm going to reduce the strength of that right down. And we're going to increase the scale of it. And the other thing we're going to do, so we're going to gate this. We're going to search math, switch to multiplication. All right. And gotta go color ramp again. Like this. The effect this will have once we get it going. Constant. Is that the idea is only certain parts of the train will have bumps and scratches in it. So it gives it a bit more of a naturalistic feel. There we go. Hi, Riziki Iki. How are you today? There we go. Just a couple of bumps and scrapes where it hasn't quite been totally smooth sailing for our little train. Right. I'm going to call this... we'll call this boiler, because it's the texture we're using for the boiler. Next, we'll move on. Let's see where else we can move on to. Also, we can go here, rendered. So this is using all the power of our train to render it. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's go for this smokestack. What I want to do is go into edit mode. I want 2 parts of the smokestack. Let's select the top of this. All of the top. Oh, wrong mode. Smokestack. Right. Where's the button we do for this? All right. Material properties. New, and we're going to call you smokestack trim. There we go. Make sure it's assigned. Into the shading mode. Oh. Where is the smokestack string nodes? That's weird. I should be seeing something at the moment. Sometimes things act weirdly and zoom in on odd bits. Let's just go back to layout. Oh, I've got to be out of there. Now I've got to... No. You wish your phone would get better quality. Yeah, that's always a bit of an issue. I put it on my TV to see better. Ah, okay. Oh, didn't do anything. What am I missing? Why can't I see? Oh. Is that a scroll bar? There it is. For some reason it was off the screen. There we go. So what I want is this, the top of the smokestack, to be a bright, shiny gold colour. So go for a reddy orange. We go maximum metallic. 0 roughness. And already that looks very gold. We're not going to have a clear coat on that. Don't think we've got to do anything with the roughness either. Let's leave it like that. And go back to layout. Edit mode. Select everything else here. Oh, that's on the inside. That's fine. And we're going to call this, create a new slot there, new, and we're going to call this stack outside. Back into object mode, shading. Right. Oh, we didn't assign it. That's a silly thing of me. Assign. Now if we go back into shading, yeah, it is great. Right. Yeah, it's a really nice shiny gold. Now, I am thinking for the outside of the smokestack, I'm going to go sort of a greyish colour. Not quite that white. Oh, there we go. Sort of grey and maybe a little bit less like that. That looks good. We'll up the roughness a bit more. And what we'll also do is we're going to layer this slightly. By having, oops, a mix shader. You go down there. Combine that way. Add a color ramp. So this allows us to join two shaders together. According to that, we'll have, ooh, what's the noise texture? I'm just going to swap this to pure black for the moment. What I want to have is little splodges of black on it. That's not what we want. Bring this out. To just like that. The idea is this is a smokestack, so it's going to have a bit of soot on it. Yeah. And I'm going to have roughness really low, so there's a sort of like, it's more splodgy. I'll scale it a bit more. Adjust it so there's only a few. There we go. That makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the inside of this to be... what doesn't make sense is the inside of our smokestack to be completely white. So if we go select that again, object mode, we select the inside. All right. That's all selected there. It's all selected there. Add a new one. New, and we call this one stack inside. What are we going to put in this train storage? That's going to be coal. All right, let's go into shading mode now. Always zooms into weird spots. I'm not sure why it does that. That's going to be pitch black. Wait, what are we going to put? I wasn't focused. In this storage bit here, that is at the back, which is called the tender, that's going to be storing coal and water for the train's operation. There we go. So now the outside is sort of grey with some sooty blotches, and in the inside is pitch black, where all the soot has sort of accumulated over time and nobody's bothered to clean it out, because who's going to clean the insides of a train's smokestack? Right. Now, I am thinking, got that nice, probably your brain would. We've got this nice gold colour there. What we can do is set you to be gold, Yeah, that's nice. And you... First, we're going to set you to the boiler, but that's going to look ugly, which is what I'm going to expect. So we'll copy this. And this is going to be called cabin. I think the first thing we do with the cabin in the shading apartment is cut that, let it go back to its normal green colour. Oh, we're going to have to start putting what did you do? Yeah. Okay, let's remove this normal map from it as well. All right. We don't need that thing. Get rid of that. And join you back up like that. But what we will need to do is start colouring things in. So we're going to have doors and stuff that we're going to draw on here later, but I think we'll do that not quite on this stream. I think I just want to get sort of the bulk of everything done. All right. Back into layout. Now, this is the tender. So the bulk of the tender is going to be same as the cabin, and we'll adjust that later. Go into edit mode. I want to select the insides here. That's coming along. So this is where we store the coal. So we'll set this to not smokestack trim, that would be silly. Smokestack inside. So that's all dark, like the inside of the smokestack. Cool. Now this bottom bit, okay, the chassis, I want to have sort of like a red trim around it, and then the inside to be a a sort of metallic-ish grey. So let's first drop out of this. Oopsie daisy, what am I doing? Oh, did not know I could do that, but there. It would look good personally. So, is Blender hard? I can't really say. I think I'd say it's challenging and it takes work, but any new skill takes work. And the way you do things with Blender or anything else is you do your research, you experiment, and you basically decide to learn the tools. There's nothing intrinsically difficult about it. It's just a matter of learning how things work by doing them. Hi, Slim. Good to see you. I hope you are well. Go. Yeah. So, have that sort of greyish thing there for the chassis. Now, if we flick back into layout mode, I can go into edit mode. I can select this all around here. We're going to colour this all red. So this is going to be a red, sort of like a red trim. Right. Oh, and Mammutator's here as well. Got all the people. Yeah. There we go. And this little bit there. So add. New, I'm going to call this trim. I'm going to call that one. Oops. Call that one chassis. But on the trim, back into shading mode. Gonna make this sort of like a bright red. Did I not assign it? I keep doing that, don't I? I had to go all the way around it to do it as well, so that was one of those little mistakes you make. I think that's the whole thing about learning. You just make mistakes over and over again until you stop making the mistakes, and then you've learnt the thing. There we go. And on to there. Assign. Okay, that red doesn't really look good. Let's go back into the thing. Let's go into our shading mode. I want it to be a brighter red. So a little bit more saturation. It's all saturated all the way up. What else can we make it? How else can we make it sort of redder? Let's reduce the roughness. And stick a bit of clear coat on it. I think that's looking better. Yeah. So if we go... Yeah, it looks like it's been painted red now. That is the effect that I was going for. Now, the wheels. All right. Have a look at these trains. Anyone's good ones with a good look at our wheels. To sum up the train, is bright colours and a snooty snoot. Yeah. Okay, so the... Oh, there's lots of ones covered in... Oh! That's very much the same colour scheme as the one I was going for. Okay. So the wheels themselves are going to be sort of black. And then we'll have sort of shiny on the flanges and the actual edges. Makes sense. So new. Actually, let's undo that. Go new. We'll call that the wheel texture. All right. So this one's going to be dark. But we reduce its roughness so it's actually quite reflective. Give it a bit of metallic as well. There we go. Right, so it looks sort of polished. But alongside that, we then go to here. Real, oh, nice something. Can we go like, yeah, we can go like that. Can we go like that as well? No. Oh. It's weird. We can go like that, but we can't go like that. Go around like that. I'm going to say edge. It's a face. The thing that says shade smooth. There we go. Yep, and we do need some nice wheels for that. Add this, and we're going to say new knee bit of wheel. Assign that like that. Oh, cool. That's being reflected. Oops. Do the same thing at the flanges as well. We're going to assign these things. Oop. That makes it easier. As we go around like that. Tiny bit of wheel, assign there. Go into the shading mode. Oh, they're already... Hey. So, we want it to be perfectly white. Totally metallic. I'm going to flick out of edit mode. Can I do it from here? Yep. Roughness, very small, 0.5. So it's shiny and you can see things in front. Other thing I want is this anistrophic thing. That's... that's how you do it. So it gives that the roughness like how you have on stainless steel and that type of stuff. That's what we want. That looks really sort of the right type of metallic for the shiny bits of the wheels. There we go. Awesome. And we got out of edit mode there. We do the same duty here. So we set that to wheel. We add, and we're gonna set that to shiny bit of wheel. Go to edit mode. And it's gonna behave weirdly for me, isn't it? There we go. Sign like that. Oh. We'll go around here. Flanges, and I keep on selecting extra bits because I'm still rather unco. There we go. That's done. For that. Assign. While we are at it, sometimes it doesn't want to do the thing I want it to do, and I'm not sure why. Face shade smooth. There we go. So we've got the bright, shiny driving wheels as well. We might have to decorate these a bit more as well to show the sort of the counterweights that we typically have on them. But that is going well, and I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking that I should end the stream soon, but first let's go like... That's not what I wanted to do. Where are we? Oh. Uh, things have gone a little odd. There we go. Right. Push you like that. Like that. And I think it's Control Alt. No, that doesn't do it. I don't think it's supposed to be a wall train. Yeah, hold on. Something's gone wrong. Because my wheels have moved away from where they're supposed to be. There we go. Right. That's better. Now, let's just double check. Move to current view. What's the Control Alt numpad 0? Okay. Let's try that again. Control Alt numpad 0. That doesn't look right. Do I even have a camera? Oh yeah, we do. Okay, there's the camera. All right. Let's try rendering this. Here we go. Those wheels don't like to stay in place, apparently. Yeah. Got a light. Oh, I know what's going on. I think my computer's got confused and is in. It's switched. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I think part of it is that the keyboard is in Japanese mode for some reason. That's confusing everything. Control Alt numpad 0. And I don't know how that happened. All right. I'll have to look into it later. How did that work? No, it's not showing anything. Is there a second camera or something? No, that's the main camera. See, it's very much in some sort of weird input mode. And oh, I know what's gone done. Nope. Did that change what's going on? Nope. Trying to remember how you... I think that's changed it. Right, let's try this again. Like that. Move yourself around slightly. Then Control Alt. No good. And it keeps moving the wheels to the wrong spot. I don't think we'll be rendering it today. But that's okay. We've made a lot of good progress. Apart from the weirdness. So let's save that there. I'll get back to my main room. Thank you, everybody, while I continue my training with Blender. Tomorrow, I'm just going to check my schedule. I am going to be playing more Factorio, so look forward to that. And if you haven't noticed, I've also posted up a scripted a scripted video about software development's biggest failure. So I would really appreciate that if anybody watches it as well. And as Bread Connoisseur says, I'm just reaching over and picking up my sandwich now, which I will eat after dinner. Oh, not after. I'll eat after the stream for a bit of a snack. So I'll see everybody later. Thank you very much. Goodbye.